Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had gonna
All right, I think we got one more, and then we'll probably have to wrap this up. So,
All right. So here's one here, and if we have time for another, I'll get at the very end. But the other one I have is the Jericho Grolman "You Guys Are a Joke" award.
wow,
And
that
do you
is
remember?
really niche.
You gotta play that clip.
No way! There's no way! That's so it! You guys are unbelievable! You guys are a joke! Not you, CJ, but he is!
Just the greatest moment, the greatest crash out I think in PPA history, in my opinion, is when Jericho's playing against James and CJ, and he's like, "This is unbelievable! You guys are a joke!" He's like, "Not you, CJ, but him." My gosh, he just storms off the court in the Masters on match point on a bad line call, possibly. But this award goes out to who had the biggest crash out or blow up or non-play altercation of the year. What was the best like memes of pickleball worthy moment of the year?
Wow. For some reason, I feel like there's what are some of them that come to mind for you? Because I feel like I'm blanking right now. I feel like there's a bunch of them,
I,
but
I mean,
like,
here's some moment. Here's some moments that I'm sure you'll that are on memes of
what are the
pickleball. One,
nominees? Yeah.
all right. So you have the altercation with Annalie Waters and Hayden. All right.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good one.
You have when Michelle Escovel flipped off Pablo,
I like that.
uh, and then I'm not sure what happened there after that. Um, for me, I'm not sure this is necessarily the same as I just keep thinking about a bunch of these different bags. If there was a best baggable moment, but it's hard. I'm trying to think about other ones that happened.
Yeah, there's got to be
Uh,
some like big paddle smashes. Were there any? Well, there was Zane Ford, but that was PPA. I feel like Donald Young was throwing around paddles. Honestly, I might go Donald Young because like we never saw him again after that. After he basically like walked off the court in New York and Eric Forsyth came in, wasn't really like a crash out, but like he's just kind of done after that. He just
what
said
what
like
what happened? He's just like I'm no longer. I give up. I'm done. Like f this team.
I think he's got a he might be injured, but it also seems like you maybe got burnt out or something. We don't really know what the Donald Young situation is.
Oof. You also got that Jesse and
Yeah,
and Genie feud.
Jesse
There's
Genie was had to have been the most high profile. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. I think it's gotta be the Jesse simply leaving San Clemente.
yeah, that's probably that's a good one. I still think I'm gonna combine the two Annalie moments, the one where she is having the best argument with her mom. I think like either in a Dream Breaker, I'm trying to remember which match it was, but she's just going at it with Lee. And this happens like once a year. It's always fun to watch. I think it's the commentator's favorite thing to do is just zoom in on that.
I actually
Um,
just I haven't seen this. Where do you remember where this was?
oh my goodness. It was either at the midseason tournament or I want to say, or you guys weren't at St. Louis, were you? It had to be the midseason
We
tournament
weren't
then.
in St. Louis, and it was a Dream Breaker?
I'm trying to remember if it was a dream breaker or not. She's just her mom. Lee's given her advice, and she's basically I think dropping repeated f bombs like this isn't working. I don't know. Blah blah blah. I'm trying this. I'm trying that. And like I think Anna Lee, what doesn't work for her happens like once every like 50 games, and so she's always a good candidate for a crash out when that finally does happen to her.
Huh, I actually like, I have no idea. I know they get into some heated discussions on the sidelines sometimes. Um, yeah, man, they like to they give it back and forth to one another. I think it's just, like, the way that they, you know, communicate from time to time when things get fired up, but, it's interesting. I like, they don't carry beef. Like, they're very, very close. I'd be very curious to see that clip because I genuinely have heard about it, but don't know it. Yeah, so I'm going the Jesse just leaving. I feel like that's solid, but I feel like the Annalie Hayden deal was solid too.
That's true, dude. That was the funniest thing I'd seen, and I'm like, I never know with all these people that like live in Florida, like how close they are. Like, are these situations where you can just be like, "F you," and then immediately like you guys are chill like a day later, or is it one of those situations where it's like, all right, we don't talk to each other anymore?
I think people play it cool, but, like, I think that sticks with you. Like, if you've got to blow up at somebody on the court one way or another, and Hayden started it, so Hayden did start it. I thought I won't get into it. I already gave my opinion on that, but I think you can say that it's all good, but, like, that sticks with you.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I got called an F&B, I wouldn't forget it. Zane, before we leave, I have one last one for you. This is in your honor. We have the last award is the Zane Navratil Fifth Man of the Year award, and that goes to the best sub in MLP. Who is the best sub?
Oh, AJ Kohler for sure. AJ Kohler, like, played, like, more than a full season, I'm pretty sure. Like, wait, let's find his
Yeah. How many teams did Kohler play on? It was at least 3, right? He
wait
played
a
on the
minute.
Mad Drops, the Hustlers. He played on the Brooklyn Pickleball
AJ
Team Club.
isn't in the standings because he's not on a roster. So I can't even look AJ up in the standings right now. But, like, he played, like, potentially more than a full season because he was the alternate for, like, every event. So, yeah, I mean, it's AJ Kohler without a doubt, and the fact that he's not even on a challenger roster is the wildest thing because he was solid at Premier.
To me, I was wondering, it's like, is there something where AJ is like, look, I just want to be a sub and do not draft me. I'm not going to be on your team. I'm not going to put my foot down and be like, I'm only playing subs because I don't want any of the pressure of long-term relationship. I'm just going to go have fun, play with Riley, and be the super sub. I don't know, but I mean, AJ, it was unbelievable. I'm just like, why is this guy not a staple of MLP? But I think the only other option that you have there is our guy Eric Lang. Like, the dude is like, he is like the Blaine Hovenier of subs, like super nice guy, super rah, super excited. And my one memory of him throughout the whole year was I was in MLP Dallas and I was on my way to my seat, and all the Shock players are going to the bathroom, changing, whatever. They're in like that players area right off the side. And dude is holding like 50 paddles in his hands, just like waiting outside the bathroom with a smile on his face. I'm just like, what a nice guy. Like, this guy is doing anything that the team asks of him. Like, he doesn't need to be the paddle holder, but he's the paddle holder with a smile. And so, like, get this guy in a game. Like, if they play their first round match against some team that they're going to smoke, put Eric Lang in the game. He deserves at least one match this year.
Holy shit, dude. I think that you took over Brooks as the number one St. Louis Shock stan. Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, I started tuning out when you just went on your soapbox about the St. Louis Shock again, dude. I don't know if this segment's gonna work out if you just come stand for the for the St. Louis Shock every time. But I love Daddy Lang as much as the next guy, but, like, have some class on this fucking podcast, all right? Have a little bit of class, all right? This is a classy podcast.
All right, I'll do. I can't glaze the Shock anymore, and to be quite honest, I
Can
still
you at
can't.
least give it a little bit of a veil? Like, I just don't need monologues about the Shock, Nico.
Ugh. This is a lot to ask. I'm gonna have to like take a cold shower and
No, you're gonna
think
have to
about
look
what I've done.
inwards. You're gonna have to look
Yeah.
inwards. What led you to this point in your life where where you seek gratification by glazing a professional pickleball team?
Oof. I'm gonna try. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can go the exact opposite, and I'm gonna see the next time I'm on if I can glaze the New Jersey Fives. Like, if I can do that, I can do
You
anything.
don't need
All
to do
right. So
that
if I
either.
can say,
I'm not asking for that. I'm just asking for you to put your pecker away for the Shock.
oh my gosh, I'm gonna do my best. I'm
Anyway,
deleting my accounts, unfriending all of them.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had